Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, where Lana has once again returned to the stand. This could be like the end game now, I think. Hopefully we're going to find something, some sort of contradiction in her story that's going to help us out. So here we go. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I've finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. Okay, there's one final possibility that might turn everything around. Alright, so let's have a look at these. She noticed the blood traces on the jar. So she's saying she saw them, but it was dark and she didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, she wiped the blood away. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Okay, so that could be the contradiction, because if we open up our evidence... here. Final fragment was found in Chief Gant's safe. So if she got them all, why was there another fragment in the safe? So even if she did see the jar and wipe the blood away and everything, which I'm not convinced about, she definitely didn't get all the pieces. So I think it's this one. I'm sure I got them all. Let's press it. But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. So I think we did this last time. I'm just trying to refresh my memory before I do anything. I'm worried that we're going to get something wrong. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Okay, yeah, the emergency luminol fluid. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. Alright, so that is the contradiction, I think. Because she did not, because there was one in Gant's safe. So she might have thought she did, but she certainly didn't. Okay, so here, the fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. Let's present, I guess we just present the jar? Because we don't have, like, the individual fragment anywhere, do we? As a... no. Alright, I guess we present this. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you were unaware of. What? We found the final piece of the jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the Chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was... still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Well, that means then, if that's the case, leaves us with only one explanation. It must mean that that piece was removed before she could find the other pieces, I guess? On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. There we go, that's what I was saying. Chief Gant got there before you. It is the only explanation that fits. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Can you believe that? Honestly, I can. This guy is a doofus. Have you forgotten, Your Honour? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There's no... God, he is stupid. How has he become a judge? Seriously, he just is... it's unbelievable. I mean, I love his character, don't get me wrong. I really love his character, but he is stupid as hell, isn't he? Oh dear. Okay, fine. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time, he was looking for Dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar? The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years exactly? Suspicious. ... Well, Your Honour, can you answer us that? Nah! No! Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence.
Why would Chief Gant do that?
In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear?
What happened afterwards?
Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the Chief's puppet. Did you just draw blood out of her thumb? No, I did it on my own. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client.
I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth.
What is this guy going on about? Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana may be right after all. What do you mean, right? So, you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright? Miss Skye, please testify once more. But, if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall. Miss Skye, if you will. ... I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. ... This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth. ... Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Oh, here we go.
Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time.
Yeah, it's got to be the final time, surely. How many times can she lie about it, right? Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armour's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Okay.
Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armour's sword.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. ... Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. What? To me? What, the book? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember receiving a picture like that. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right? I seem to remember getting something from her then. Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. Okay, so it's got to be in here. This is what we got this morning. Evidence law. Ah, can we now, we can now actually examine the book itself. Okay, so is there some sort of picture in here? Ah! Why did we not examine that when we first got it? We even opened the book and looked in there, didn't we? Well, as in, we saw, the transcript of what it said, so we must have opened the book, or Phoenix must have to look at it, but okay, whatever. Hey, there's a picture here! Oh my god! Alright, so there he is. Ah, the bit of cloth from his jacket or waistcoat is the one that was in the safe, so it was cut off at this point. So did Gant remove it for some reason? Oh my! This is the actual crime scene! No other detective saw the crime scene like this. because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I'd rearranged everything. Lana's picture inserted into the court record. Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest, could that be... The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this? This is a handprint, isn't it? Yeah, it's your handprint actually, I think, isn't it? I think that's what it was. That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whosoever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer. What? Well, those fingerprints, unless maybe Gant, when she was unconscious, maybe Gant put her hand onto the cloth to cover it up, to like frame her as extra evidence. They're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Alright, let's go through these statements. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body in Okay. Come now, Udgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant.
What, now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defence. Ah, he's panicking because we're getting close to the truth. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. I bet he's got like some loophole that the chief can also reinstate their ability to do that. This must be that risk we were talking about earlier. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. Wow! Great, great line, Edgeworth. Ah, so what, you think I am worried? I mean, you looked pretty worried there. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Yeah, because he knows he put the handprint on the jacket to, like, add another layer of deception in, right? Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't, but someone does.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt.
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Yes, it is. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
Oh, do we get a choice? Or do we not? What do I do now? Maybe it's just like... I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall. Oh no! Oh no. Oh, this feels like it could be like the ultimate decision for the game. With Gant coming back and us like really having him under the spotlight. He's played us perfectly because he knew that we took that from the safe. So he knew that we knew whose handprint is on it. So if we show the evidence, then Emma's going down for it, but we think she didn't do it, right? The whole thing is the game's prompting us to believe she didn't do it and that Gant's engineered this whole thing. If we cannot show evidence, then we take the fall. But Emma, who is innocent, potentially, we think, would probably get away with it, right? So is it a case of maybe the game is going to end with us sacrificing ourselves for Emma? I feel like if we show it, then we've screwed Emma's life up, right? Because she will go down. It will prove, inverted commas, that she is the murderer. And we don't think she is. So I'm going to take a risk and say this. And if we go down for it, so be it. Your Honour, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. He's not going to accept that. Gant is going to be all over that, isn't he? What? You lie!
Chief Gant.
You open my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Are we actually going to like bluff our way out of this? Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. Shh. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out yet? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason. You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the Chief of Police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department.
Did we just play him? Impressive! To be honest, I didn't think you had the gore, righto. Well, I can't just let you pimp me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
Okay. And he's going to spill the beans, is he? But we're out of time, so we're going to have to do that in the next episode. I'm sorry, guys. I really want to know what happens. I'm sorry to end it there, especially for those of you who hasn't played this game before. You're all in the same boat as me, where we don't know what's going to happen next. Obviously, some of you have played it, so you know where this is going. But yeah, I feel evil doing it, but can't be helped, I'm afraid. Can't wait to see how it all plays out. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons: Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumatim, Paul Leone, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, Salties, Adventure Game Geek, and Megan. And I'll see you next time for what I guess could be the finale.